Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
Yes, welcome to Johnny Woodard Presents Broken Simulation, starring Johnny Woodard. We are in it, dude. We are record pace in it. So in it, so fast.
Fastest intro in the game.
Someone just said YouTube won't let them super chat. How dare you?
Should have paid your credit card bill, bro.
I did.
No, not you. I mean,
yeah, you, dude. You guy.
You have a thing that's saying something's wrong with monetization on the other channel, but not on the main channel.
What channel?
I don't. You haven't put in your AdSense for the
Tinfoil Hat.
Yeah, for Tinfoil Hat.
Johnny, enough talking business. Okay, we're in it. Johnny, am I blurry? Because you're blurry as shit.
I'm blurry to you. I'm not.
You're
blurry
so
to me,
blurry.
You're not blurry to me. Yes, that is Star Trek, sir. I'm on the.
Johnny is in places man has never gone before, flying through liquid plasma.
Of
course, XG is in it, dude. Just creeping in the comment section. Can't wait to creep.
Yeah, I don't. If I'm blurry, I don't know what I can do about it. I have.
Johnny, do you think it's cool that I'm a descendant of Gilgamesh? Does that make you horny?
That is the last thing I would say that makes me. That is an interesting
Johnny?
possibility. But
Johnny, can I tell you something I discovered weird about myself? I don't like my adult film stars super hot. The ones that are like kind of cute, a little cuter.
From hot topics to like weirdly disgusting facts about Sam to start the show.
Okay. I won't talk about it then.
No, I want to drill right down on this. Okay, so you just like a gross pig is what you're saying.
I just like the ones that are filthy. Like the super hot ones, like they care too much about being hot. It's the filthy ones that are just like, I'm in.
No, what about Riley Reid?
I don't think she's super hot. I think she's cute.
All right.
Just a little fun fact. I don't like them super hot. I like them freaky. And usually the ones that you would say are sevens are the freakier ones because they know they got to work harder.
It doesn't sound like your attempt at kicking the habit of.
It's not going well.
Yeah, of jerking it to, let's say,
it's not going well. I'm fighting for my life over here.
Yeah, XG was just playing. Kurt got us off on that. Boy, just a real detour on.
He ruined. I was so good up until then.
Yeah, let's blame it on Kurt Metzger. That's what it is.
Kurt Metzger, you come on the show and you just get me back and you pull me back into my vices.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I am a degenerate. I need to understand. That might be a name of my podcast, my special too. Degenerate.
I'm surprised.
Right now it's degenerate. Just hear me out. I don't care, or all the words.
Wait, what happened to the other one? You skipped one.
What was the other one?
I don't remember. I remember I said you should cut the off of the beginning or whatever. You gave us two options yesterday when we were recording.
I don't remember.
It was I don't care, which I'm not. I don't. That sounds. I don't think that works.
Well, I say that a lot. I say I'll get quiet. I don't care.
Yeah, but there was something else that you said.
And then it was hear me out.
The other one was just hear me out is what you said. Yeah. And I was like, just say hear me out. Yeah.
Hear me out.
I like that.
All the words, because I'm going to say all the words. Mm-hmm. And then degenerate.
You should just do all of those should be like depending on the day. You know, just keep changing it. Try to trick YouTube, to get people to watch it. Just change it every day.
Every day news spec. What?
You can do that now on YouTube. You can ABC test, so you can put in like 4 different titles, and then the one that
seems excessive to me.
No, but then the one that people click on the most, then you just go with that. A lot of people.
I don't want people dictating to me my art. I want to dictate my art.
Oh, his art. Okay, he doesn't want
Johnny is art. Okay, well crafted and it's our art.
I agree. I totally think it is, but your title.
I just want to tell everybody real quick in the comment section Today I worked hard on my shoulders and back. I'm gonna come in here silverback gorilla soon. Okay, I'm gonna be just bursting out of this thing, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, what happened to Sam's lady shoulders? They're gone. Now he's a gorilla silverback."
You going to the gym?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
There's a gym down my street. I put up the numbers.
Like privates or like are you
no,
going
just
doing
putting
it
up the numbers, Johnny. Just putting up the numbers.
That's cool, man. That's
Johnny,
cool.
have you ever worked out and signed autographs after?
No.
Yeah,
no.
Someday you might feel that.
That's so funny.
I just people are like, how do you do that? I go, I'm a descendant of Gilgamesh, Sumerian king. I got Sumerian in me.
Yeah, I bet you've had some Aryan in you a few times.
Yes, a couple chicks, banged them hard.
Okay, I'll give you some choices here. Fake alien invasion, pastor meeting, option 1. Spencer Pratt wrecking everybody else in the mayoral debate, option 2. Or we got the Department of Justice probing oil trades related to Iran. Which of those do you think is a nice hot topic to start with?
The one I don't want to do is oil trades. So any of the others are fine with.
All right.
I'll let you pick, John. Johnny, you're the producer of the show. You can pick whatever you want. Guys, you're going to see domestic violence in a few if Dana doesn't bring me my coffee.
When you need it, you need it. It is that is the thing about coffee. When you I can't deal with anything before I've had a coffee. It's pathetic.
Johnny, I got my TRT shot today, and then they're like, "You want anything else?" I'm like, "What do you got for energy?"
Well,
they're like, "We got this." I'm like, "Light me up, dude. Light me up. Pinhead me."
They did. It was like a legit place that like took your baseline testosterone and all that, right?
Yeah, dude. I get checked every 3 months to make sure Daddy's fine.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Hot chicks ask for aliens. Let's go aliens. Here we go. Look at that.
I'm gonna queued up. Yeah, this guy.
I love that the guy has a Hot Topic T-shirt on, acting like we're gonna take him serious.
That was my It's like it looks like Affliction, right? That with
yeah, it's like, bro, guys, remember UFC 2008? Yeah, I got that vibe. Let me tell you about aliens.
This is Perry Stone. Now we have other clips that corroborate this, so this does appear to be true. What he's gonna say. Check this out, folks. Can you hear that?
Text message.
I can. Turn it up a little bit.
A weekend meeting, preaching Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. And he said, Perry, can you give me a call? I have some
Mute
information
yourself, Johnny.
that has come to my attention. Of course, when a friend of yours does that you know quite well, you have no idea what information they're talking about. And I'm not going to go into great detail. But there were,
I love that,
a large number of pastors that had been invited to go to a certain state to hear some men in the United States government and others share with them a concern that they had. And this particular man, and I'll not name him, and then we may end up doing some teachings with him or having an event at his church. He has a great church. But he said, Perry, what they're about to release, from what we're hearing, there's going to be a release concerning aliens and concerning unidentified flying object spacecraft.
Yeah.
That some of the people who were in the meeting were telling us as pastors.
Yeah.
You need to prepare your people, and you need to get ready to answer them for what you're about to hear being released.
Okay.
And some of it has to do with crafts that have been discovered that are not allegedly a part of our planet, and the materials they're made of are not a part of our planet. Very strange reptilian-looking creatures. And other things that almost sound like something out of a sci-fi movie or an Orson Welles book.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just say something, Johnny.
Psyop or real? What do you think?
All you got to do is look at this guy's. All you got to do is look at this guy. XG saying we're glitchy. I don't know what to tell you guys. I got full bars.
Right.
Okay. I got full bars. Dana's not even on the Wi-Fi. I don't know why the Wi-Fi is bad. No matter, I mean, this is what happens when you got monopolies on internet. You can't call anybody. But I just want to say something based on this guy's energy to me. Okay, is not energy of someone who heard something earth-shattering to the point that it could wreck his congregation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if this guy's like, they're like, hey, dude, we're about to tell everybody about these reptilians, okay? It's going to be earth-shattering. Wouldn't this guy be like, dude, listen, guys, I hate telling you this. It's not something I enjoy, but what's about to happen is going to be paradigm destroying. There would be some sense of urgency from this guy if it was really insane news.
Now, I will say he is one of these people who teaches kind of end time stuff, apocalyptic stuff. So maybe he's just living in those waters all the time.
My dreams are coming true.
Could be. I mean, truly, yeah. So this is now someone else. This is
There's
corroboration.
No energy, Johnny, of excitement or fear. Okay, you're gonna trust this guy who's
I read his energy.
You're gonna trust Lex Luthor. That's what you're gonna trust, Lex Luthor.
Let's do some more energy readings here of this fella.
Okay. All right.
Recently, my team and I were traveling, and we had an encounter with something that we've never experienced before. And now when I talked about this just recently, many people in our comments feed and through our live broadcast began to ask us to bring it out and show you what we encountered. Now, what we encountered was 6 objects in the sky out in front of the aircraft. We were flying from Tennessee to Colorado Springs, and we began to see 6 objects right there in the sky. And we believe these are UAPs and UFOs. So when we saw this, we just thought to ourselves, my goodness, what in the world are we looking at? How do we grapple with this? It was a very interesting thing. Now, uniquely enough, we were just in a disclosure meeting 2 days before this, talking about UFOs, UAPs, all these things, and that there's going to come a great disclosure, even an announcement that we're not alone in the universe, we're not alone, and there's non-human intelligence that is absolutely happening all over, or in the highest offices of the land, or they know about it, that kind of thing. And so when we heard this, I thought, my goodness, this is quite the disclosure meeting. And they were prepping us to be leaders in the space from a biblical perspective, to bring people to the saving knowledge of Jesus and help the church avoid deception and not knowing what to do if they encounter these kind of things. So what we did is we received that information, we began to talk about it. The next day, the president puts out a post that says he has authorized the specific agencies involved to find the truth of the matter of aliens, UFOs, UAPs, and all these issues and bring them out to the public. The day after that, we were traveling. This would be February 20th, 2026. We're flying. And as we were flying, we began to see these 6 UFOs appear out in front of us. Now, I've talked to a lot of people about this, and I'm about to show you the footage. But I've talked to a lot of people about it, and some said, well, that's probably just drones over the nation. Others have said, and some of the ones I spoke with are actually some of the highest experts in the area of UFOs, UAPs, non-human intelligence, and the like. And when I spoke with them, they said, well, it could be drones, but it also really could be this other scenario that many people are talking about.
What a great answer, huh?
This disclosure narrative.
What a great answer. It could be drones or it could be aliens. I mean, like, thank you for that. Why did I even contact you? Thank you for telling me something I could have just told myself. Nobody has urgency here.
Yeah.
Johnny, I had more urgency talking to you about how I like mid porn stars than any of these guys talked about fucking paradigm shifting aliens.
Yeah.
I have more passion for my okay looking porn stars than these pastors have for aliens. I'm just telling you.
You know what it has a flavor of? To me, it has a flavor of Sinclair Broadcasting. Remember how they would have those clips of all the local news agencies saying the exact same thing?
Misinformation. could be dangerous
Yeah,
and
it's
hurt our
let's get all the-
society.
let's get all the pastors together and tell them what exactly they're supposed to say. And do you want the government telling your pastor what to say?
Yeah.
Like,
Do I want my pastor telling me about aliens?
or even just getting his line from the government? Why just look to the Bible? Like, that's your job, right? Why is the government telling you how to deal with stuff? I don't know. Now we did have another guy who was saying it was about aliens originally. That he came out and kind of had to walk it back a little bit. Let me see if I can get this.
Johnny, people want me to do, let's say that I'm the pastor. Then can we do some? Okay.
Called in to speak to the pastors. And of course, it's being revealed now that is Congressman Eric Burleson. And he did call in, but he called in to encourage us and to thank us pastors for the work that we're doing, and that we are speaking the truth to our people and pointing them to Jesus and not get distracted of things in the world. In that moment, I began to state things that I have always said. That is my opinion, and my opinion is, and that's exactly all it is my opinion, that when this disclosure comes out, that it will be spun, that it is, that the aliens have always been here, that they seeded us, that they created the first religion, and all of that. I should have stopped and paused and said, and this part is my opinion. In the heat of that, I didn't. I led with saying that they had called the pastors, and I went straight into my opinion. So I want to make it very clear that Eric Burleson did not say those words. Those were my words. And I want to own it, and I want to apologize directly to
I just want to say,
Johnny,
do you have a Bigfoot Theater theme song yet? Have you made that yet?
I don't know.
Bigfoot Theater. They'll act it out. They should get awards, but they'll be shut out. Bigfoot Theater.
Wow.
Johnny, let me pretend you're going to go to Pastor Sam Tripoli with some incredible news here on the Guiding Light of Jesus Network. Here we go. Introduce me.
You're the pastor? Okay. And what? I'm the government?
No, you're setting me up. You're bringing me in. You work
Into
for me
what?
At the Golden Hour of Jesus Network. The Golden Message of Jesus.
So you want me to count you in is what you want me to do?
You're let's say you're my co-host and you're just going to set this up going, guys, this is an emergency episode. We had to do it. Pastor Sam has something he has to talk about.
Okay. Welcome back, folks, to the Golden Hour of Jesus Network. I'm here to with my my totally not closeted friend here, and we have some important news for you today. Some news that is just earth-shattering. Really, you may have heard on the news that we're about to have an age of disclosure, and I just want to turn it over now to Pastor Sam. He's got something very serious to talk to all of you about. Pastor Sam, please tell these people.
There's fucking aliens. There's fucking aliens. They're giant reptilians. They're going to probe all our asses and everything is a lie. Back to you. That's how it should be. Yeah, dude. They're aliens and they say they're bisexual. Okay? And they don't care whose hole it is. They're just going to hit it. They're just going to hit it. They don't care. Why?
You've gotten so loud that the StreamYard has compensated. So now when you're not like at a 10, it's brought you way down.
Johnny, that's the passion you have to have when you're a pastor saying there's reptilian aliens. Okay. Do you understand that? I don't give a shit about StreamYard. Okay. I pour my soul into my acting roles. I don't give a shit about technical stuff. Okay. I just played the role of a guy who found out there's bisexual reptilian aliens out there who are going to probe all of our asses. That's the energy you have, Johnny.
That's the best. As far as you're concerned, that's the best part about it being probed. Dude,
I can't wait. And I said this before, Johnny. I'll say it again. I will not care about aliens until I feel alien tip in my hole. Okay. At that moment, I'll be concerned. Outside that, I do not care.
Do you think they are going to tell us anything true? Anything?
No, when have they ever told you the truth? The people that told you there's no Epstein list while someone is in jail for trafficking to clients, okay, are now going to disclose to you that there's aliens. Do you
So whatever
think
they
this
tell
is
us
real?
it is. Do you think it is something they're going to tell us about? Like when they say things have crashed, is that all going to be fake too? That nothing has crashed? Like what do you?
Well, I'm not saying that a U.S. military, UAP or whatever they call it, crashed. Of course.
Okay.
Of course. They probably were doing DEI way back there. Some black trans crashed the ship, and now they're going to blame it on reptilian aliens.
Oh, yeah. Some part of me, and I know this is sick. I said this on TFH the other day, is looking forward to this. Like,
I can't wait, dude.
I mean, we grew up, with wanting to know, about aliens, man. That was the biggest. The X-Files. I love the X-Files, man. Which, by the way, X-Files has an interesting mention of Hantavirus in it. I don't know if you saw that going viral.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
The X-Files is just on everything, dude. The people who wrote that just plugged into every conspiracy possible.
I don't care about any of it. I want it all to happen. I want Armageddon. I want alien invasion. I want nuclear war. I want World War III. I want civil war. I want all of it because I want a day off from working.
I was waiting for it. Yeah.
Johnny, you know that I worked on 9/11, right? I had to work.
Yeah.
They would not let me go home. I'm like, I want to go home. We just got attacked. They're like, no, dude, you got to finish your shift. I was like, do I get like special pay for working during the terrorist attack?
Is that true? David Duchovny was JFK Jr.'s roommate in college at NYU, probably.
New Year's Eve. They got a hotel together.
Yeah, at New Year's Eve, yeah.
And they run trains on chicks.
Duchovny's great. I've always been a fan. He's cool, man. He's a cool guy.
Dude, the guy's a total package. Good looking, A-list actor, hung like a horse. Smart as shit.
Yeah.
Who knows who he was? Probably Schindler in his last life, just saving Jews.
That would make me feel better if he was Schindler. But yeah, I mean, if you're not plugged in, Hantavirus, there was go ahead.
Johnny, somebody just asked if they could jump in our bunker. It's like, sorry, only hot chicks. We have to repopulate, dude.
Oh, not too hot though, according to Sam, because they're not filthy.
No. We want hots. Okay.
Oh,
we want
in real life, you want hots, just not
to reproduce. We want the super hots. Okay. For filthy, we want like sevens.
That's great. So you gotta get a mix, really. Just
you gotta go. What's your intentions here? Are your intentions just to get medieval, or are we trying to procreate? If you're here to procreate, you gotta be 9 or 10. You want to get filthy, right? 7s.
You're an animal. Yeah, so Hantavirus is the virus you always hear about in movies that where they try to scare you about viruses. They always bring up Hantavirus before they get to the mythical virus of the movie. It's always like, it's worse than Hantavirus. And it's the reason you don't hear much about it is because it's mostly
not real.
Yeah, that's one choice. It is mostly passed from mouse feces, rat feces, like the direct consumption or inhalation, I think, of rat feces. Now, there is a theory or an idea or a possibility that in like the Andes Mountains, there is a version of it that can be passed human to human. And then you had this luxury boat where there was an outbreak of Hantavirus, according to them, and they can't figure out exactly the source. So it's just another example of them trying to scare the shit out of people. But the thing, like somebody tweeted this, and it's totally true. You have like a 10 times greater likelihood of being struck by lightning than you do of being infected with Hantavirus in the U.S.
Yeah, just like COVID, you had a 99% chance of survival, and they were like, "Oh my God, destroy our economy." Johnny, someone just made a new rule for our chicks in the bunker: no fish faces.
Okay.
No fish face.
Yeah. Oh boy, I guess I'll derail the Hantavirus thing because we got to bring that back up. So it came out after that. I actually recorded a brief, like a 10-second audio thing saying, "Hey, we're pretty sure this isn't real, but it's funny, so check it out." We're talking about the J.P. Morgan allegations against that
fish
executive.
face.
by that guy. Then, because it came out that he made that up, he had pretended his own father was dead to get time off from work.
Yeah,
His father's totally fine. The New York Post interviewed the father, and the father is like, yeah, he's a great kid. But now, and then after that, they withdrew the lawsuit against the lady at JP Morgan. So that's where I left it when I posted the episode. But then they refiled it with witness testimony saying that they saw her like making out with him and pulling him into a room, trying to get another guy to go into a room with the two of them. And that the witness testimony, anonymous, said that they could hear her with him in the room, and the guy's trying to escape from her. You know, like, I'm not interested, leave me alone, that kind of thing.
Listen,
so it's back on. Could be true.
Yeah, of course. He's probably like, just say you heard something. I'll give you a percentage of this, whatever I win. And the real crazy thing, Johnny, is that, by the way, cannons can come into the bunker. Cannons.
Oh yeah, we need cannons for sure.
Cannon lady, come into the bunker. She's been really quiet.
Suspiciously so, you would say.
Yeah, like I wouldn't doubt they actually were banging, and then he just tried to spin that in because he got fired because he sucks at his job. He lied allegedly to get in.
I could see that. Yeah, I could totally see that.
And they were probably really banging, because those ethnics like white chicks. It's like a pet. It's like a trophy. When they can get out of there.
This is our guy right here, by the way.
That is, what do you call
it?
Fish face?
Yeah. He has a
like,
history.
You think I have a fish face?
Of trying to get money out of, according to the New York Post, he threatened to go public and ask for millions of dollars when by the way, there was like
I have
harassment.
Zero problems with a guy doing this because women have been doing this forever. I mean, how is this any different than the Shannon Sharp thing where she has to get choked?
Yeah.
He chokes her and then she sues him for $50 million. And as we said it before, there are a lot of ladies in the comment section. Your snatch is gold. We're not talking about you, okay? We only have gold snatch in the comment section, okay? Point blank. Top shelf snatch. Okay, but Johnny, there's no vagina out there worth $50 million. A woman should never be allowed to sue something involving her vagina for more than $5 million. Okay.
Well, it should go down as you get older, really.
Yeah, and as you get older, it gets less and less. So if you're like 50, you can get maybe hourly wage, like $20 an hour.
Disgraced ex JP Morgan banker Chirayu Rana, good luck with that, tried to wrangle a settlement from the bank worth north of $20 million before he filed this bombshell sexual harassment lawsuit, the Post learned. Sources familiar with the matter said the 35-year-old financier initially sought the jaw-dropping payout last year, despite the fact that an internal bank investigation found nothing to support his claims. So this guy's just been trying to get JP Morgan for a while.
Yeah,
I'm holding on to I'm just holding on to the slim chance that she actually said those things, because I want to live in a world where she said those things. That's a better world to me.
She never said. She never said. Look at these cannons.
Yeah. Oh, I want.
Chicks don't call their tits cannons. They call them fun bags.
Unless they're
look at these fat fun bags.
That's what Howie said on Cash Daddies the other day.
Look at these. Fucking. Look at this mound of meat. I've heard women call their tits big piles of meat.
Anyway, I think we both agree the Hantavirus thing is just trying to scare people again, right? Don't you? I don't think this is going to go anywhere.
No, I mean, everyone's already like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Milker. Well, hey, ladies, in the comment section, what do you refer to your chi-chis as? When you guys, when you start to whip out your meat pillows are great. Ladies, what do you refer to? What do you, jugs? You call them jugs? Jugs is a good one. Titties. Jugs. Girls call them titties. Titties is definitely it.
Boobs.
Tits, titties, boobs.
Breasts.
Yeah, breasts. Look at my milkers. Yeah. Do they ever call them milkers? Racks or rack?
Iraq. Yeah.
There's
like
a lot
Iraq.
of guys jumping in. We're not asking you. We're asking
guys.
the ladies what they call
Only
their
ladies.
own. Only ladies. Tatas. I can
Literally
see girls
Eric
calling
Jones.
tits.
It's Eric Jones responding.
Yeah, it's
Rosonda's,
women are
that's
so much
clearly a lady.
simpler. This is why guys are really great at coming up with fun names for sex moves, like the fucking
The
pirate.
Manzelli.
Yeah, all that stuff. Women can never come up with that. They're just not that creative. Knockers, maybe they call them knockers. The girls, maybe the girls, they call them the girls. The girls are out. You know, but
Ted Turner has died.
Ted
Rest in
Turner
peace,
died. Johnny, as an Atlanta Braves fan, are you sad?
I am sad as also a Civil War semi buff. I would say I'm sad because he supported a lot of great battlefield preservation. He made some films about the Civil War that I enjoy that you might not if you're not a Civil War nerd and a borderline Southern apologist like I am. But Gods and Generals is like a 4-hour movie that I love to watch as a bored young man. I don't have time to spend that, much of my day watching a boring Civil War movie, but there was a time I did. But yeah, Ted Turner, I mean, people forget he won the America's Cup. He managed the Atlanta Braves for a day. He fired the Braves coach, dude. Think about this. He fired the manager of the Braves. Or no, I'm sorry. No, I take it back. He sent the manager of the Atlanta Braves on a road trip. Didn't tell anybody. And he managed the Braves in the next game and wanted to keep doing it. But the commissioner came down and was like, dude, you can't own the team and manage the team. It's not allowed. He was just going to manage the Braves, dude, because they were on like some crazy losing streak. They stunk in the 80s.
Dude, I miss the old owners. They were such outlaws. That's the real problem with society now. And someone was talking about how I saw something on YouTube about how poor people can't make music anymore. It's too expensive, even though
I have that clip. Yeah, it's Rick Beato. Yeah, I got that clip if you want to hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Here.
And
this is one of my favorite
problem.
YouTubers.
We've gotten rid of all the outlaws. There's a lot of guys in here. Women, we got 3 chicks watching because I've had 3 chicks tell them what they call their tits. So far, it's titties, tits. That's it. Chi-chis, maybe.
Boobs. All right. So this is Rick Beato. He was a guy who was like a session musician for years. He's one of my favorite YouTubers because he breaks down all these stupid Spotify lists of how like the songs, and how dumb most of them are and samey and how they're all made by the same people. He's a great guy. So this is him about
women
why
do
only
not call
rich
their
kids.
tits udders. I've never heard a woman go, look at my udders.
No.
Women do not call their tits udders.
No. Maybe the kind of women that Sam would like to watch, but not.
Yeah, the number 7s, they might call udders.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so this is just some observations that I've been making over the past couple of weeks about where the music business is now and kind of where it was in 1994 when I moved to Atlanta when I was 32 years old. So the reason I moved down here was to try and find people to play with in a band and do my own music. There were music rehearsal spaces around town here that bands rehearsed at. There's probably about 4 or 5 of them. One of them was called Black Box. It had about 50 rooms or so. There's another one called Avatar that had a bunch of rooms, maybe about the same, with a couple of huge rooms that you could rehearse on a stage. There was another place called Metro that was near the Masquerade, which is actually in a different spot now, that my band rehearsed in, that probably had 35 different rehearsal spaces in. And there were a number of others. These were all full of bands that rehearsed all the time. So day and night, you can go in there. They're open 24 hours. You can go in and rehearse. This wasn't just Atlanta. This was every city. If you went to Seattle, like I did in 1992, there was a number of rehearsal spaces around Seattle that all those Seattle bands rehearsed in. But there were also rehearsal spaces in Phoenix and Los Angeles and New York City. Before I moved here in 1994, I was living in New York, 93, 94, and I played in bands there, and I lived in the East Village. I lived on First Ave between 7th and St. Mark's. And how did I do that? Because I had a job as a bartender on a boat. And the money I made from that enabled me to not only pay for my rent, which you could never do today,
that guy got laid.
But I also could go to practice spaces and practice with the 5 different bands that I played in, because they all had practice spaces in Manhattan. And then eventually, when you couldn't afford to do it in Manhattan, people went to Brooklyn. And now you can't do it in Brooklyn because that's too expensive. But the fact of the matter is that you could work a regular job and afford to do that. Like when I moved here to Atlanta, I worked as a music teacher in a store called Buckhead Music. I taught 50 students a week and made $500. And with that $500, I paid my rent, which was typically about $300-400 a month. I had roommates and I paid for our rehearsal space. I chipped in with the other 3 guys in the band. And we also paid to go in and record. I became a producer in 1999. The first gigs that I did were local bands. And then I got some major label things. Like I did this band, Left Right Tire, that had a song on the American Pie 2 soundtrack. And then I got this band Shinedown that I did a few songs on their first record, which was a double platinum record. And eventually, over time, I did a few more major label records. But those records and budgets started to go away around 2005. After the financial crisis, 2008, rock music basically died around 2012. Right when Facebook and Twitter came online and we were in the social media era, full on. If you go back to the late 90s, you started seeing these boy bands, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. You saw Britney Spears. And then you had this whole, I guess we just call it manufactured music that had professional songwriters and producers that worked on music. And then that started to bleed into things that I produced because I was one of the people that did that. Why do I bring all this up? Because now we're in 2026. When I do these top 10 countdowns on Spotify, I go back after I make the video and I look at the artists and I see what their background is. And invariably, the artists that are popular, almost all of them are from wealthy parents and work with professional songwriters. Now, having wealthy parents is not something new in the music business. Taylor Swift's dad, Scott Swift, invested $500,000, I think it was, into her record label, Big Machine, back when she first started. Go to nowadays, you look at people like Gracie Abrams. Her dad, J.J. Abrams, you know who he is. He's a famous producer, a movie filmmaker. Her best friend is this, or one of her best friends, I just was listening to, Audrey Hobart. Audrey has a brother that is also a songwriter called Malcolm Todd, but his name is really Malcolm Todd Hobart. Audrey has a couple million monthly listeners on Spotify. Malcolm Todd has 23 million monthly listeners, but their father was the writer and producer for Scrubs and The Middle. Sabrina Carpenter's aunt was the voice of Bart Simpson. We can go on and on. Most of the people that make it in the music business now have parents that are famous or that are in the film or TV business or music business, or they're really wealthy. Because only wealthy people, unfortunately, for the most part, can focus on music.
Okay. I think he's right. You're seeing that in comedy too. I love that he brought up Facebook and all that. Facebook eventually leads to Instagram. These platforms have completely controlled art. They decide what gets seen and what doesn't get seen, and that is literally destroying comedy right now. There are no outlaws, none. I mean, we were talking about outlaw owners. There's no outlaw musicians, comedians. All the outlaws are all the old guys like me that have been around forever. All the young people are just so scared of cancellation and and listen, there's nothing wrong with wanting to make money off your art. Okay. But very rarely when I was coming up, did you see people going, I just want to be the richest guy in the world. When I was coming up, everyone just wanted to be the funniest person they could be. And now it's all about how can I get a Netflix and how can I kiss the industry's ass by being as safe and conform as much as possible. This is true. Now, the only thing I will push back on what he's saying, and who am I to tell him anything, right, is that now with AI, like the last time Eddie Bravo and I went out, he was so excited about AI and what's doing to music, because what he said was, I could take these old tracks I have, load them into AI, and have them clean it up for me. So now it sounds like a studio level, like high-end studio level production. The problem comes to this is access. The old saying, freedom of speech, not freedom of reach, meaning that's the important thing, what they're allowing you to see. If you go to your, everyone's algorithm is different. But when you look at the comedy going on right now on Instagram, it's super young people, and particularly very attractive female comics, talking about their pussies and that's really the only thing that gets seen anymore. The only time I ever get any traction on any of my clips on Instagram is if I'm talking shit and the algorithm knows I'm going to piss people off. I have 2 clips, my pronoun bit and when I get heckled by a gay guy. Both of those have gone supernova. Nothing else gets over 30,000 views. Nothing. They will not show it to anybody. They do not want people like me to be seen. And you extend that to music is all rich kid shit. If I was
you shared a great example of you being shadow banned. Let me see if this is the funniest thing. Oh yeah, here it is. I pulled it for the podcast. There's not a better example of the shadow ban against you than this Instagram you shared the other day.
Yeah.
All right. So look, can you explain this, Sam?
So I do a show with Brad Binkley and Austin Wade Picard, and I was posting it, and I tried to tag myself in it, and my actual Twitter that I use all the time came up third after, my social media person, Robin. She has Official Tripoli. That was built in case I lose Sam Tripoli. So that's the first one that goes up. And then the next one is homophobic slur Sam Tripoli is the next one that is listed before my actual one. And then,
Sam Tripoli.
Yeah, it's FGG Sam Tripoli. And then under that are 2 other ones that I don't know, Sam Naughty Live. I don't know even if I don't even know that one. And then Tripoli Sam. So out of the 5 listed, 2 of them are mine, but I don't run Official Tripoli. Robin runs that. And then my actual one is listed third after FGG Sam Tripoli.
That's so funny, bro. Why is your screen so filthy?
I don't know. I haven't cleaned it in a while.
It's the dirtiest screen I've ever seen.
People like, what are you, spooge? I'm like, what am I lifting up and shooting while I'm going?
I mean, what else could it be, dude? There's just liquid all over your
dirt, dude. I'm not jizzing on my screen, Johnny.
Bro, you can't control where it goes sometimes, man. You get little droplets. Like,
no, dude, I'm not. I'm 53. I'm not shooting those kind of ropes anymore. I'm not the black guy at the bus stop.
Oh God, that video. We can't show it here, but if you're a filthy person and you wanna laugh, there's a video. How would you find that video? Would you say, Sam?
Fat white chick and black guy bone at a bus stop.
Yeah. It's just the funniest thing.
She's just wasted, and he's pounding her from behind, and
so
she
gross,
just keeps getting in position from the pine, and then somehow the gods knock her down, and right at that moment, he shoots a long rope,
and then another guy comes up and starts trying to hit on her and hugs her.
I know, like he's
gross on his hand. It's clear that he puts his hand. Oh, it's so gross, dude.
Oh, it's so gross. And then the black guy walks off quietly, like, "Oh, this might not be good
done,
for me."
Which is but not helping any stereotypes there. Just hitting
long ropes, dude.
Yeah.
Like a Vegas fountain rope.
You know what else will help you if you want to really get your boner going?
Like she just called it a loud load.
A loud load?
Yeah, like this guy just exploded.
Oh yes, it was. Yeah, for sure. If you want to have a loud load, you should check out Blue Chew Gold. Tell them about Blue Chew Gold, Sam. How it can help you. I
love
with a
Blue Chew
load.
Gold, dude. Listen, dude. We have a population problem, and guys, if you don't start wrecking shop, okay. Let's start some, Johnny, in June. No pullout June. We should start a no pullout June.
Okay, that's what we need for sure.
All 4 of the female listeners be like, I'm pregnant. Yeah, no pullout June, everybody. Let's do it.
Thanks,
no more pulling out. Yeah. I love how XG's like, I said load, dog. I said load, dog.
So, you get that eggplant emoji at 2 a.m. Ladies do that, don't they? What's your
ladies
response?
love sending emojis.
Yes, that's where your Blue Chew comes in. They have been on a mission for years to get you bricked up, build your confidence, and help you actually actually perform in the bedroom. They have a new arousal boosting formula called Blue Chew Gold, and it's helped millions of men's have better sex in 2026. While most ED meds only focus on blood flow, Blue Chew Gold goes further by combining 2 ingredients for blood flow and 2 ingredients for mental arousal and connection. So you're not just physically ready, you're actually in the mood. This type of innovation is why Blue Chew Gold is the #1 brand in erectile function. Don't let your mind get in the way of a good time.
Don't let your mind
get in the way of a good time. Discover your options at bluechew.com. And we've got a very special deal for our listeners right now. When you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the third for free with the promo code BROKEN. That's promo code BROKEN at bluechew.com. For more details and safety information, go to bluechew.com. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, Blue Chew Gold. Get it. No pullout June is coming, dude. No pullout June. You're not allowed to pull out in June.
Our guy Spencer Pratt finally got to debate these clowns running for mayor.
Oh, it was great. It was so good, dude. And you know what was really crazy, Johnny, is how hard that was to find on the television. Like they almost didn't even want you to see it. It was very crazy because Dana was trying to find it so we could watch it. She's like, I can't find it. I had to go on YouTube and find it on YouTube after, and it only had 70,000 views. We're talking about the mayoral debate for Los Angeles, and only 70,000 people watched it. And how many people are actually from LA that watch that? It's crazy to me.
Yeah, that is crazy. Well, we're gonna add to that number right now because here's Spencer Pratt. Part of him dunking on these idiots is right here in this clip. Check it out.
How many beds you give these people? They are on super meth. They are on fentanyl. The DEA statistic says 93% of this is a drug addiction problem. Nithya, Councilwoman Robbins' plan for treatment first. I will go below the Harbor Freeway tomorrow with her, and we can find some of these people she's going to offer treatment for. She's going to get stabbed in the neck. These people do not want a bed. They want fentanyl or super meth. These ideas cost us over $400 million to house. 70, what did you say? 3,000 people for $400 million. This is an absolute failure for both of them. They're a team.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, what makes super meth so super?
Yeah,
what makes it so super? I would love to know. Back in the day, I would love to know. I can't believe we're super meth now. I mean, you know, we have problems with science, but science is always working. Super meth.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, I can't imagine what super meth must be like. It must be just chaos. Enough do you just flamethrow your life? You don't even need a hot roof over your head.
It's sad. It's so
Next
sad.
thing you know, you're getting banged by a black guy at a bus stop.
He's so right, though, dude. Nithya Raman is talking about how, we're going to go reach out to these people, find them where they are, and put them in housing. Dude, they have great apartments, you know, for free, basically, at the VA in LA. And there's a whole line of tents out front because none of them will get clean. You have to piss clean to be in the apartments. They're all empty. And they all just live out on the curb in front of it because they don't. You can't do anything until you solve that.
Listen,
and he's 100% right.
You can't bring emotion and empathy and sympathy to broken people. And you just got to understand something. All of this is meant to collapse the system. That's why they're spending $400 million on 3,000 people. It's meant to collapse the system. They want the system collapsed. Both the neocon Zionists and the Bolshevik progressives, or the progressive Bolsheviks, however you want to say it, neocon Zionists, Zionist neocons, whatever you want to say, they want to collapse the system. That's why these idiot judges are letting out all these super predators. They want to collapse. They want you so scared, full of anxiety that you beg them for martial law. That's what's coming. The Cloward Piven strategy. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about. The Cloward Piven strategy. They just want to collapse the system. That's why you would spend $400 million. Now, what do you think actually went to that program? 50 mil, maybe. The rest of it went to fund Democratic elections and policies all over the country.
completely.
That's
And, you know,
exactly what they're doing.
Spencer Pratt pointed this out. I didn't even realize it. I'm ashamed I didn't. Nithya Raman, there's three of them really that have a chance. It's Nithya Raman, Karen Bass, and Spencer Pratt. She had just endorsed Karen Bass, when it became apparent that Spencer Pratt was going to get second place. If you get second place and the other person doesn't get over 50%, then you go to a runoff at the end of the year at the regular election time. This election is in June. And that would mean it would just be the two of them. So Karen Bass, not liking her chances, gets her friend Nithya Raman to enter the race to try to push Spencer Pratt down to third is the plan. He pointed this out, and it's obvious. Couldn't be more obvious because they're so friendly with each other, the two of them. And now, though, it's backfired because nobody wants. So Karen Bass is now, in a lot of polls, third behind Pratt and Raman, which would be the most hilarious.
Well, I watched that. I watched that debate later on. It was so controlled. It was so controlled to minimize what Spencer Pratt could say.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing he should have said is that you guys are both Marxists. You guys are here to destroy. Dude, this chick, the Indian chick or whatever she is, right?
Nithya Raman, yeah.
She just moved here 5 years ago.
It's crazy.
She's been a councilman for 4 years. How do you move to a city and instantly get on the city council and be the third most powerful person? And this goes back to Spencer Pratt on Joe Rogan, talking about how when you make a deal, when you get the endorsement of the Democratic Socialists, you have to agree to allow them to govern with you.
Co-govern.
You have to push to co-govern. That's how you just move somewhere. And then she had the balls to say, they don't understand LA. I understand LA. You lived there 5 years.
That's unreal. That's remember when Hillary Clinton moved to New York and immediately was like, I'm your senator now. That's
100%.
Yeah.
100%. You have no clue what is possible in Los Angeles. When I moved to LA in 98, 99, okay, LA, it was so funny. New York City and the New York City comedy scene hated Los Angeles. Hated it. But it was glorious, dude. It was glorious. It was Wild West. It was fun. You could be provocative. You could say shit. And it would be like Comedy Store versus New York City. That was it. It was the Comedy Store versus New York City. Okay. And the Comedy Store was crushing it. New York is great. New York is the mecca of stand-up comedy. It's without a doubt, it's the greatest scene. But I hear it's going to shit too, just like LA, because going back to that guy talking about rich kids and music, all the rich kids are flooding the arts, playing by the rules because they hate their dad, but they don't want to piss him off. So they're all they want to do is get on Saturday Night Live and get on the Tonight Show, even though that doesn't mean anything anymore. Doesn't mean anything. They still want that so that their dad approves of them. So what I'm hearing is now the New York City comedy scene is dog shit. Not saying the comics aren't great, but it's woke dog shit. And the suburbs are where real comedy is happening now. So where we see this, Chicago. Now, the Comedy Bar is a great club. I had a great time there. I had a lot of fun, even though I was up against Notre Dame. Had a great time. But every show I do, there's a white chick who lectures me on comedy. She's either crying or yelling at me. Okay. But when I go out to Batavia, it's like I can just tee off. The Comedy Vault is a very special comedy club. Batavia is a very
more comedians, like local comedians, are staying, because it used to be like unless you moved to New York or LA, you weren't really advancing. Are you finding that
you had to move to the big cities? Yes. Yeah. But that now it's not like that because of the social media. You can pop anywhere.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Totally.
So people are like, I'm gonna move to LA. I go, why? There's no stage time here.
It's expensive.
It's like it's all controlled by CAA and all these fucking things. They got all their people in there. And again, it's like, where do the outlaws go? When he says poor people, what he means are outlaws. Where do the outlaws go? Where do the people that have, it's like what's happening with the UFC right now. It's so corporate. It's gotten away from its outlaw days when you would see, was Chuck Liddell. Chuck Liddell was amazing, but was he like this super skilled mixed martial artist? No, he just had dynamite in his hands, and everyone loved watching him knock motherfuckers out. He wasn't a jiu-jitsu guy. He wasn't a ground and pound guy. Did we see a lot of kicks? Not a lot of kicks. It was just these heavy ham hocks and him knocking people out.
Well,
it was
also,
outlaw
remember
shit.
It was styles too. It was a mix of style. Now it's just all jiu-jitsu. But it used to be like, remember you would have a guy doing like, I don't know, like Wing Chun or something like that, and he would come in and try to do, and then you would.
Well, that's early. I'm talking
I know,
about like
I love
the
that,
Randy
though. That to me,
Couture.
I just wish that jiu-jitsu is just so much better than all that other stuff. It's kind of
No, it's starting to get phased out because everyone's good at it.
It kind of
Jiu-jitsu is amazing. I take it every year. Jiu-jitsu is fucking great. If you're in a fucking, there's this video of some kids in high school. One's like a twink white kid, and the other guy's a big black kid, and the big black kid keeps punching the little twink kid, and then the little twink kid's like, okay, enough. And he takes him down and jiu-jitsus him and beats the shit out of the big black guy, because it's like most of your fights go to the ground. If you have jiu-jitsu and it's just one-on-one, you got a chance. But in MMA now, it's like you got to be great at everything and world-class at something. They're now they don't like the ground and pound anymore, even though that was a big part of what made the UFC great. Now they just want to be kickboxing.
Well, I love kickboxing. Don't get me wrong. Kickboxing is great.
Dude, every Glory is fucking great, dude. You ever see one clips where it's like it's a lot more striking than jiu-jitsu, but it's filmed in like some fucking like it looks like a movie. It's filmed so beautifully. I don't know what's going on at the UFC. It's like once you bring in corporations, they start nickeling and diming everything. Like they just told the fighters they're not flying their people out. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? You just got this giant deal in which Paramount, ran by a Zionist, makes a way too big an offer to the UFC, ran by Zionist, And we see this a lot, right? Where like the Zionists overpay for shit like Barry Weiss, where she's getting 5,000 views and she gets $150 million. Do you think all that goes to her, or does it get redirected into Zionist programs?
Yeah. No, you're right. That's what, it does. It gets redirected, obviously.
And this is like kind of something I think that the Cloud 43's on. I've said it before. When you get rid of pay-per-views, it takes away how special an event is. And yes, everybody was like pirating it, like our boy Jason Tebow, but it still seemed very special.
We got to do a Broken Sin to get our sports talk out, dude.
When our one friend is available.
He's not doing anything. We'll find him. We'll go get him.
Johnny, you don't need to tell me that. We're working around a guy who has nothing to do schedule.
So this is him again, Spencer Pratt again, wrecking these two clowns. This is talking. Karen Bass had the nerve last week to go on air and say that Spencer Pratt was taking advantage of the fire victims and being emotionally manipulative when his whole house burned down, and he was in fear for his parents, his mother's life.
That's why he came up with that video. That's why that video of him showing their mansions.
Well, that was actually after, I think. I think that was,
of course.
She said that after.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Which is, just impossibly stupid on her part.
To the Mayor Karen Bass's, the 1,000 firefighters that were available, but there was
This is the thing about him, man. He knows all the facts about the fires, like better than they do, because he's so intimately involved in these lawsuits that they just can't get him on that shit. He's just so good at this part right here.
Engines for them because of the $17 million that Chief Crowley had asked the mayor for 9 weeks before, and Mayor Karen Bass denied it. So they may have been available, but they didn't have the equipment they needed. Not to mention Janice Quinones, who Mayor Karen Bass put into her position of power at the LADWP. She drained both of these reservoirs that these firefighters needed to put out these fires. A lot of people will talk about climate change and hurricane force winds. The winds in the Pacific Palisades never reached higher than 40 miles per hour. For those first 6 hours, they didn't go above 27 miles per hour. So without those two reservoirs filled with 117 million gallons and 5 million gallons, these firefighters had to fly all the way to Malibu and Encino to get water. So that, to me, is the most dangerous thing that the mayor put us up against.
Yeah, well, my whole thing is like, I wish you would have asked, hey, Karen, Why did you say the day before the fires that you're leaving town?
Oh,
You'll understand why. You'll know when you see it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And you're just going to explain it away? Because we all know what you're talking about. We know exactly what you're talking about. You want to take these family homes and turn them into multiple resident housing. We know that. You can sit here and deny it all you want. It's more than obvious that that's what you're doing, okay? And it's so freaking obvious. And that's why, like, I'm telling you, it was so controlled because he never really dropped. He dropped hammers on them, but he could drop nukes, even though they're not real. Nukes on her if he had said those things.
100%. Here's the proof of what you just said, by the way. John Stossel did a quick video about the rebuilding in the Palisades, or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Nearly the entire community of Pacific Palisades has been destroyed.
Last year, wildfires destroyed more than 10,000 California homes. Politicians said,
"We are 100% committed to getting this neighborhood rebuilt again."
The governor said his officials were
responding to it at scale with efficiency,
getting rid of bureaucratic obstacles to building,
addressing building codes, addressing permitting issues, and moving forward to rebuilding.
So 1 year later, are most of the homes being rebuilt? No, not even close.
Only a handful have been fully rebuilt so far.
That's it? Out of more than 10,000 lost? Why? Because California has too many rules.
This is decades and decades of red tape.
Jim Craig put sprinklers on his roof and was able to save his and some of his neighbors' homes.
The 14 houses beneath me survived, and then below our 14 there's over 1,000 houses gone. We're trying to rescue what we can.
Now he runs a volunteer group that helps people navigate life after the fire. He's frustrated that it still takes months just to get permission to rebuild. What takes months?
Inefficiency takes months.
Even those who do get permits and start rebuilding sometimes get stopped.
You start building on that house and oops, there's a permit issue. Do you shut down for 5 days? All those trucks are waiting. All that lumber is waiting. There's 6,000 houses waiting behind you.
When we find a problem, we address it.
Somehow, Mayor Bass thinks she's simplified the permit process.
We have waived, put aside, suspended, so we can get through the permitting process in record speed.
Record speed must not mean much in politics because homeowners still have to complete this mountain of paperwork. These are the permits you need to rebuild. There's the Green Building Code, Form GRN3. It must be completed prior to final inspection. Water closet rules, a waste management plan. Information about state solar energy and incentive programs must be provided. The rules seem endless. It goes on and on.
There are thousands of people who are traumatized and they're being handed that stack and they're being told, learn this, figure it out, master this. By the way, if you mess up on this, you may end up losing $50,000 or $100,000. It's scary.
Because it's so scary, most people haven't even applied for permits.
Correct. Financially, it doesn't make sense to try. This is something that you could ruin your family even worse than what just happened in the fire.
Yet the mayor still says
This is actually pretty quick.
It doesn't feel pretty quick for that family that's living in a hotel.
She's lying through her fucking communist teeth.
First, bureaucrats may have made the fire worse by draining a reservoir.
There's no water in the Palisades. There's no water coming out of the fire hydrant.
Fire hydrants, some of them worked, most of them didn't. The reservoir was empty.
The 117 million gallon reservoir above Pacific Palisades had been empty for maintenance for most of the year.
Officials say they had to repair the reservoir cover, but
the repair took months to schedule and the work still hasn't started.
In addition, Los Angeles County
would not allow firefighters to use heavy machinery in places with protected plants or cultural sites.
Now, fire victims claim California officials
told crews they could not use chainsaws to carve out containment lines because it would endanger protected plant species.
If that wasn't bad enough, they're still charging property tax.
Yes.
Empty lots have to pay 2/3 of what they used to pay.
It's frankly a slap in the face.
Last year, Mayor Bass admitted
There is dysfunctional levels of government everywhere. So it isn't anything particular to Los Angeles.
she's right about that. But I think Los Angeles is probably worse.
Dude, did you hear that last part? That's how they're going to end up owning all these houses. People were paying 2/3 of property tax still that they were before, just to not even have a house, to live in a hotel. Oh, it's devastating.
Yep. I mean, dude,
Devastating.
it's like absolutely fucking retarded.
If they vote for
Absolutely
her again,
retarded.
if these dumb
I,
people
dude,
around here,
nobody likes her. I don't like this dumb. These dumb motherfuckers. They keep like it's all these fake polls, Johnny. They're
Yes.
all fake polls.
I believe
They're
it.
all fake polls.
There are.
Okay,
We
do
won't
you
deny
understand?
that there are a lot of dumb people in LA. Let's be honest.
There's a lot of dumb people in LA. 100%.
Most of them seem to vote.
Well, yeah, well, they vote with their hearts because they're fucking retards. And I don't give a shit if everyone's upset at me saying that. They're freaking retards. I freaking hate them, and they can all kiss my ass. I'm sorry, dude. It's like really sad at how bad this is. You know what I'm saying? It's just unbelievable, dude. I'll fight. I mean, it's just disgusting that this woman hasn't even lived in LA for fucking more than 6 years. She knows LA. What are you talking about?
I saw somebody saying that it's ridiculous that anybody would vote for Spencer Pratt who doesn't have experience running the government. Running the government, what, into the ground? Because that's what they have experience in. Karen Bass and Nithya Raman have done nothing but screw up the city. Is that good? Is that experience that's helpful? Because I would rather have somebody who just doesn't know how to run the thing and can't run it, so then it grinds to a halt. Because government seems only to be good in California at destroying the city that it governs. You know what I mean? It's so disappointing. You know, it's not disappointing, Sam, is fast growing trees. Our friends.
I know. I love them. We could use them in California.
I know you got your beautiful hydrangeas in your yard. I know you put them around Pollyanna's grave. And I believe these are the ones you have right here. Dana showed them to me the other day. The endless summer original reblooming hydrangea. What an interesting word, huh? Hydrangea.
Yeah. Who came up with that?
Yeah, they don't just have hydrangeas. They have
don't just have
so much else.
hydrangeas,
Yes. Did you know that Fast Growing Trees is America's largest and most trusted online nursery? They
I
have
did not know
thousands
that.
They have thousands of trees and plants and over 2 million happy customers.
Wow.
That's right. They have all the plants your yard or home needs. So if you were looking out like I was at an empty yard, you can solve that with Fast Growing Trees. They have fruit trees, privacy trees, flowering trees, shrubs, house plants,
shrubs,
shrimp gumbo, all
shrimp
grown,
gumbo,
shrimp scampi, all grown with
shrimp,
care.
shrimp.
All grown with care and guaranteed to arrive healthy. I have a clementine tree that arrived in perfect shape, and I have, with the help of their advice on their website, been keeping it alive despite the fact that I don't exactly have a green thumb. It's like a local nursery, but it's anywhere you live. And they do this great thing on the website. You tell them what your zip code is, and then they tell you what plants grow best there and what the planting season is and how you might need to tweak your watering schedule and the where you place it based on where you are on the map. Their Alive and Thrive guarantee promises that your plants arrive healthy and happy. As I said, no green thumb required, just quality plants that you can count on. Plus, you can get ongoing support from their trained plant experts who can help you plan your landscaping, choose the right plants, and learn how to care for them every step of the way. Again, I got a clementine. I love it. I know Sam's got those hydrangeas that are beautiful growing in his yard. They are absolutely thriving. We're big fans of Fast Growing Trees, and I've heard that the folks at Fast Growing Trees are fans of Sam Tripoli. Sam, I've confirmed that via email. I talked to them recently. Yeah, and they are Sam Tripoli fans.
I can't believe they love me but hate you. That's so sad, Johnny. I'm sorry about that.
Well, they just said they were fans. I assume they meant you.
No, they love all of us, and particularly XG because he comes from gardening people.
Oh, that's touche. Right now, they have a great deal on spring planting essentials. You can get up to half off on select plants, and our listeners get 20% off their first purchase using the code BROKEN at checkout. That's an additional 20%
Whoa,
off.
Johnny. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
An additional 20% off better plants and better growing at fastgrowingtrees.com using the code BROKEN at checkout. Fastgrowingtrees.com. Use the code BROKEN. Now's the perfect time to plant. Let's grow together. Use the code BROKEN to save today. The offer is valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions, as always, apply.
Whoa, Johnny. That's great to see.
Love those guys. So that's a great idea for
I
a business.
love them, dude. I love them. I wish them nothing but happiness. I'm so happy they're fans of both mine and yours and Xavier Guerrero.
You want to share your dates while I exit and reboot this thing because I'm getting choppy here. Do you
Yeah,
wanna do that?
Johnny, I would like to do that, but you won't let me.
I'll let you, Sam. You're the one. You're secretly in charge of this whole show, even though you
Johnny,
say Johnny.
I am not. Nobody
Johnny.
is in charge except for
Percent.
Johnny Woodard,
No,
whole
you're in-
champion.
Are you going to bring it up or you want me to bring it up?
I'm bringing it up right now, Johnny. Okay. Go to samtripoli.com. We got some great dates coming for you. Huntington Beach on Sunday. I'm running my special at the Comedy Store May 18th. Come hear all the words being said. Then I'm shooting my special on May 22nd. Then Costa Mesa, Albuquerque, Austin again for the 1,000th. St. Petersburg for Joke World Comedy Festival. Honored to be a part of such an amazing inaugural festival. Lawrence, Kansas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, New Orleans, Louisiana for Skankfest, and then closing out in Austin. More dates to come. And then if you love me, and I know you do, check out my new comedy special. That's right, everybody. That's right. I don't know how I lost 100 views on this thing. It had 8.5 yesterday. Now it has 8.4. Why, YouTube, won't you let Daddy dance? It's unbelievable, dude. Just go to youtube.com/Sam Tripoli Comedy and check out my new special. The word is out and people love it.
Do you want me to
Love
take
it.
that drops May 2nd out of the title? I can take that out for you. It
No,
still
you
says
can't.
Drops May 2nd in the title.
Hold on. I'll put out that World War debate. Big news coming.
Yeah.
People are excited. We're so excited. This thing's about to kick off, dude. And then the World War debate, we're just contender series. We're just getting the date to it. So let's fucking go, dude. WorldWarDebate.com.
I'm excited.
That's my baby.
I'm
That's my
excited.
baby. Are you excited, Johnny?
Did you see that Beaver? Yeah, I'm excited. Did you see that Beaver just going YOLO and attacking people at
No, show
some
me that.
river?
Show me
It's-
that.
Oh, it's in Jersey, dude. They said it's rabid, but I mean I don't know if it is. I heard beavers are just territorial, is what people were tweeting at me. But check this out, dude. This beaver is going after like a kid and a dog and all these people.
Get attacked by a beaver. Yo.
Look at that.
I can't see. What's it doing? Attacking the dog?
It's attacking everybody.
I'll kick that beaver's ass.
Dogs are so brave.
This thing's coming over here.
Especially little dogs talk mad shit.
People.
Look, it comes back for more too. It wants all of it.
Guys get attacked by a beaver.
Anyway, oh, that was great. Rabid beaver attack, they say.
A lot of beavers out there. Johnny, I went and
there's a lot
saw
Michael Jackson movie, right?
Michael Jackson movie with the kids. And it was so funny because it's sold out. It's a kids movie. It's a kids movie. You can watch it with your kids.
Because I mentioned that
PG-13, which means if you're under 13, you need a parent's permission. And I was with them. Me and Dana brought Ghost and Ninja to go watch Michael Jackson. And I loved it. It was great. I mean, people are like, oh, you didn't talk about any of the crazy stuff. I'm like, yeah, because they wanted as many people to come as possible. And the only way to do that is to have kids make it kid friendly. And my kids don't need to know about all the allegations because listen, I'm going to tell you something, Johnny. In about 30 years, no one will be talking about the Joe Rogan Experience. He's the Johnny Carson of today. It's just the nature of the thing. Nobody talks about Johnny Carson. When was the last time anyone talked about Johnny Carson before this conversation? It's just the nature of the biz, right? We're just out with the old, in with the new. The only thing that will last forever, I swear, is Michael Jackson. We were at the movie theater and there were kids everywhere. They were loving it, dude.
Do you think, well, was there any, like even a wink, like a nod to the weirdness around him? Like
the only thing they make a nod to is that he started to get addicted to painkillers.
Did they have Macaulay Culkin? Like somebody playing Macaulay Culkin in there, being his little
Nope.
best little
None of
fan?
that shit. It was his greatest hits.
Have you ever
Who's his
seen
greatest-
that? Now Michael Jackson apparently openly admits this, but have you ever seen Bob Fosse in the Little Prince film, and how basically MJ just jacked this guy's moves? Now he jacked the moves from somebody else, but this is the movie. I think it's called The Little Prince, and it's just Michael Jackson's move, dude. Look at the.
Yeah,
I'm not
I've
gonna.
seen
I don't. Yeah, it's just he's playing a snake. If you don't know, he's playing a snake, and in the movie, he's like talking about
Yep.
like. Look, I mean, that's just MJ right there, isn't it? Look at that.
Yep. Yep.
All the
yep,
hand stuff, the kick.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Now Bob Fosse is
Yep.
a legendary. He's a dancer, a great dancer.
Yeah. I
I mean,
wonder how
that is
Bob
just
Fosse
him.
feels about it. Because I'd be like,
I don't
dude, that's
think he's
great.
around.
You don't think he
But
was
he's
around
even-
when Michael Jackson blew up and started
Oh,
doing
I
all
don't
this
know.
stuff?
I don't think he's around now. Is what I meant, but it's just
But
so.
had he
I
ever
mean,
commented on it?
let's
So,
see if he
Johnny-
did. Yeah, he died in '87, so he's been gone a while.
So we go to the movie, right? We go to the movie. Once again, black people, vulture culture, and white people stuff. We always hear it the other way around. It's like, no. The N-word and moonwalk are white people shit. Okay? Just understand that. So we're trying to go to the movie. The kids are staying over the weekend. So we try to find one. And the only movie theater that had any seats left was 4D. And if you don't know what 4D,
Wow.
yeah, there were no. Well, we not only did we need 4 seats, but we need 4 seats near each other. So there are movie theaters where you have 1 seat here, 1 seat over there, 1 seat over there.
No, I
one
mean,
seat
like
over there.
pretty packed, and it's been out like 2 weeks now, right? Or is this the second?
It was
one? Yeah.
packed. It was this
Crazy.
one was in full because the tickets were so expensive. But it's like, I gotta get these kids out of the house. I gotta do something. So we take them to the movie theater. So do you know what 4D is, Johnny?
Yes, I do. It's where the seats rumble and they like blow
Yeah,
air in
yeah,
your face.
yeah. Well, I didn't know what that meant. I just thought it was in like 3D with glasses and something like that. So we take them to the movie theater. We get there a little late, but there's so many movie trailers that we got there right in time. So we call it like
dude,
3 movie
They
trailers.
even put it on the ticket now at AMC. Hey, you can show up 30 minutes late because we're playing a ton of ads.
Yeah, they're running them all. But the problem with this is that Michael Jackson is one movie, but all because it's such a huge hit, they're putting their biggest action films before it, right?
Oh, interesting.
And right? So we get there and I don't even know it. We sit down, it's all action films, and literally our seats are like my Ghost is freaking out. She's like, make it stop. I hate this. Ninja is loving it. She's like, Giggle Monster comes out. In Giggle Monsters, when Giggle Monster's out, we're all in for a run here. Giggle Monster's loving it. Ghost is like, I'm like, calm down. I'm like, get off the seat if you don't like it. My daughters are like,
you went quiet on me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
you went mute on me. So I don't. Let me. You're not making sound. It says down there. You might need to. Did you
Log
mute
off
yourself
and come
accidentally?
back.
Can you guys hear Sam?
Can you guys hear me?
Give the chat a second to catch up because I just can't hear you and I don't know if they can or not. Can you guys hear Sam?
Yes, they can all hear me.
Okay, let me
The
go out
audio's
then. Let me
fine,
just come
Johnny.
back out. It might
Your
be
audio
StreamYard.
sucks.
Let me just go
Okay.
out.
So it was like He-Man. It was like every like action film coming out. I mean, dude, I thought we were in an earthquake. It was like, my daughter's like, make it stop. I'm like, my daughter watches movies like she's at the Magic Johnson movie theater. And what am I talking about? Black people talking. My daughter talks so loud in the movies. I'm like, you can't talk in the movies. Shush. And it was really funny. It was really say what you want, but don't leave me. If ever do what you want, but don't. Where is Johnny, dude? Johnny, why are you gone so long? It's unbelievable. Anyways, so
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
So Johnny, so anyways, so I mean, they're just getting rocked, and it was just one fucking trailer after another. And my
That
daughter's
same
just
thing happened to me, dude. I went to see Transformers with my nephew, and they played the Aliens trailer, and he was so freaked out, man. He turned to me, he's like, "Uncle Johnny, I'm scared."
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Why are you doing Michael Jackson movies with action film trailers?
It's crazy.
Like He-Man, I forget, every action film you could was just like jumping around. So anyways, what was cool about the 4D is like whenever there was snow, dude, all this confetti came down. It was really cool. Dana thought it was like some kind of hologram or something. She's like, is that real? I go, yeah, dude. It's snowing on us right now. But it's weird because like if there was rain, you'd get hit with like mist behind you. And then if you were flat
about that.
Yeah, I mean, like they should tell you, hey, if you're bringing kids, it's going to be an earthquake in here.
Yeah, it's a lot. Especially, I mean, some kids just don't like that kind of thing. That's
my daughter Ghost did not like it. She was ready to go home. I'm like, we're going to watch this movie. I paid a ton of money to see this. Then I had to get popcorn,
dude. Oh.
Well, especially in 4D, which nobody wants. They're like, dude, how fun is this? It's like nobody wants this. What?
How much? Like $30 a ticket or something insane like that?
Like 28.
Yeah, it's
a
a
ticket.
scam. It's such a scam.
You know. So, anyways, it was very funny because there's a scene where I'm not gonna give away the movie. Well, you already know the story, but
I don't care.
They really make Joe Jackson the bad guy, like really bad, like really bad. Like he's a giant piece of shit. Yeah, he was a piece of shit, but they make him really bad. But there's scenes where he whips young Michael Jackson, and it was like, it's not funny, but the funny part was that every time he whipped Michael Jackson, I would turn to Ghost going, see, Dad's not that bad. He's got a good dad. And then I would pull my shirt up and show my belt and just know, Daddy has a belt too. Okay.
That used to be the thing, man.
Slowly. Oh,
Go
yeah,
back,
dude.
go out and pick your switch was the thing that they used to say when I was a kid. You know, it's like, I'm gonna make you go pick a switch.
My parents never beat me, but man, one time I beat the shit out of my brother because he was being a fucking knucklehead. And my dad came home and grabbed me and literally threw me across the room. I'm like, okay, lesson learned.
Yeah. You didn't do it again. Did you? Oh, yeah.
No. Well, I always beat the shit out of my brother. I always told you we'd make up fake wrestling belts. We would be like, I'd be like Jason. Jason would be like, WOT World Champion. And then I would beat his ass. And then I'd be like, new WOT World Champion. I would just make up new belts and just strip him of his belts. Right? Instantly.
Were you a bad brother?
No, I wasn't a bad brother. We would just have wrestling moments and I would just whoop his ass.
Just destroy him. Yeah. That's so funny.
And then it was funny because later on, you ever hear the story where like they train baby elephants to feel like they can't get out from the rope? So when they're giant, they'll put a rope around. That's what happened with my brother. I beat his ass so much that later on I psychologically have him beat.
So terrible, dude.
Occasionally he'd get in my face and I would just be like, do you want to lose another belt, dog? Because I will whoop your ass again.
You want to talk about?
I'm the older brother. I'm the older brother. My brother is genetically superior to me. He's smarter. He's more athletic. He has a bigger dick. Like my brother is like, he's a better bowler, better golfer, can work with people, can work in an office. My brother is much more superior than me. But I still beat that ass.
Speaking of traumatizing children, did you see Trump had a bunch of kids in the Oval Office? And this is what he started talking to them about. A bunch of like, what would you say? There's like that girl on the left there is probably like 7. And
no, I'd say she's about 8 years old.
That girl, that little girl on the left there. That
little girl. Yeah, she's probably like 6.
Yeah, something like that, right? And then the girl on the right is probably like 8. And then the kid, children though, to be clear. And this is what he starts talking to them about.
We just broke every record. And now we're going to take a hit because we have to make a journey down to Iran to take the nuclear weapon. They would have had a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks. Remember, we sent that beautiful B-2 bomber in, and we blew up their nuclear potential. It was obliterated, for those that are not aware.
Is there like part of you that wishes there was no Epstein?
Weeks to dig down and
like we couldn't have enjoyed this guy.
There's part of me that wishes there was no Epstein. Yeah, it's called all of me. It wishes there was no Epstein. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, of course, I mean, like, we wanted to come out so we know who the scumbags are, right? But like, I wish he didn't have this scandal so we could enjoy how insane he is.
Oh, no, I'm still enjoying how insane he is, to be clear. It's just, I just don't support him. It's you can enjoy him being insane without supporting him, I think. And I totally enjoy when he starts ranting to children about how he saved them from nuclear holocaust.
You know, they're going to get a nuclear bomb. They're going to kill you. Your parents will probably die. Horrible death.
2 weeks away.
2 weeks away. And I just went in there and I just stopped it because I'm the greatest president of all time.
The beautiful B-2 bomber.
We send in this B-2 bomber. It just kills everybody. Children, women. They're all dead, and you don't have to worry about that because you live in America.
Listen,
all the time, but it was a very important thing. So we would have had an Iran with a nuclear weapon, and maybe we wouldn't all be here right now. I can tell you, the Middle East would have been gone, Israel would have been gone, and they would have trained their sights on Europe first, and then us. Because
it's just your grandpa ranting about the colors. He got all these colors. They're everywhere. They're dating my daughters, my granddaughters. I don't like it. I know I'm old, but is anyone listening to me? Why am I rocking in this chair by myself?
I love that he goes into this lower register too to talk to the kids, or he kind of gets quieter, because he's talking to children. I can tell them crazy stuff. I just have to lower my voice just a little.
Yeah, I just listen. I'm telling you horrible things. Okay, horrible things.
Look at the adults in the background too. They're all just like, oh, okay. Wait, is that the coach of Florida on the left? It is, right? Florida's head coach, the basketball coach. That's him in the top left corner.
Oh, yeah. Look, he's got the Florida thing on. He's like, I'm never going to get any recruits ever.
That's so funny. All right. I think we'll just finish this here again.
Not going to let lunatics have a nuclear weapon. The power of a nuclear weapon is something I don't even want to talk about.
I don't even want to talk about it. It's so real. You don't even know. Your grandpa knows. Your great-grandpa definitely knows.
That is the best, dude. That was so funny. Him going just traumatized.
Let me tell you, you'll be crying as your flesh is melting off your body. You'll die a horrible death, and raccoons will eat you. Raccoons will survive nuclear holocaust, and they'll survive by eating your dead family's bodies.
And even if you do survive, you have to watch your parents all die.
You have to die horrible deaths, and you'll probably have to learn how to survive. And all the girls here will be child brides. By the time you're 7, you'll already have 3 kids.
Oh, no. Do you think Nick Fuentes is serious about saying he's voting Democrat now? Like he's become a Democrat? That's what he's telling everybody. And I assume it's just more trolling from him.
Yeah, I think he's just a trickster, dude. What
do you think about the idea, though? Like of just go and saying, like, you know what? Let's punish the Republicans. Like, there's nothing to that, right? That doesn't work. That's not. I mean, you're just.
How about this, Nick? How about you just say, how about don't vote for anybody? How about that, Nick?
Yes.
I ain't I'm gonna vote Democrat. Why not? I don't who am I voting for right now? That was my Nick Fuentes.
That's
really
good.
bad.
I like that. Yeah. That's not bad.
You.
Thing that
I
don't even see.
Oh, that was pretty good.
About, but
I don't see a lot of people even really talking about it right now.
Big deal. And it's part of why I switched parties. Part of why I'm so proud now to be a Democrat in 2026.
He's clearly having,
and our featured story is all
clearly having some fun with this. But I mean, I know people who think he's serious
about a group of House Democrats led by Joaquin Castro, another Hispanic
mama.
Latino Democrat. They wrote a letter to the Trump government, and they are now demanding
This is fun.
that the U.S. government expose and acknowledge that Israel maintains an arsenal of nuclear weapons. Holy based?
Holy based?
How can anybody vote Republican? How can anybody be a Republican in 2026? What do they even do? What do they even do other than exonerate Jewish pedophiles, steal money, give amnesty to illegal aliens? What does the GOP even do? This is why I'm a proud Afro-Latino Democrat.
What do you think about that? He's just having fun, right? I don't think he's
Obviously,
I know people think
I don't
he's
think
serious.
he would ever vote Democrat.
Yeah, I don't think he's serious.
And he's totally right, dude. Real quick, Jeffrey Wilson is in the comment section. Local celebrity,
Shout out.
everybody. Local celebrity.
Shout out
Jeffrey
Jeffrey.
Wilson.
Another
Jamie
thing that
Stott,
people
wonder
were
if it's her
taking
birthday.
seriously. Shout out, Jamie Stott, happy birthday. Another thing people are taking seriously, and I'm curious if you think it's real. I'm pretty sure it's not real. This was Andrew Santino on Caleb Presley, whatever.
Oh,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah. I want to watch this.
He went to UNC, by the way, Caleb Presley. Shout out.
On your podcast. Yeah. Do they send you topics to avoid or not bring up like you did with us today?
I did that, or my team did that?
Just the things that you said, please don't bring these topics up.
I sent you an email saying, don't mention Israel, because I know you guys do that every week on the show. And I was like, don't bring that up.
We just shout them out. I mean, we're not like bringing up topics. I don't want to say shout out Israel.
Sure, but this feels heavy. I don't censor our guests. They tell us what they want cut.
Is gig short for giggle?
Gigstein. Marcus Gigstein was one of the first men to start paying people to do impressions and voices.
Shout out Israel.
Book of
That's funny, right? He's just joking, right? Like, don't you think he's playing into that, or do you think he really?
I
told
think
them not
he's
to bring it up?
playing into it. I think Andrew Santino is a 5-tool player. I think he's good at everything: acting, writing, stand-up, podcasting. I bet you the guy can sing too. I mean, he's just an all-around 5-tool entertainer. That seems theatric to me.
Yeah,
that seems theatric.
What do you think of that genre of thing? Like he does it. Kel Presley does it. He's not the first. The first or the one of the earliest was like Between Two Ferns, right? With Galifianakis. Yeah. Then you had Eric Andre. But these like fake, really heavily edited jump cut interviews where it's pretty like if the person being interviewed is not in on it, they're an idiot. What do you think of that style? Do you? Because to me, that's just, it's all just. I'm not a fan.
I like it. I mean, I love Between Two Ferns. I thought it was brilliant, and I like that show. I like the other one you mentioned. What was the other one you said was Eric Andre? That was super funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I think it's funny. Here's the thing: everything is an extension from Tim and Eric, and it just really sucks that Tim and Eric have gotten really political. It's like if you start out political, I'm fine with you being political. But if you make it and even though Tim and Eric is not mainstream at all, Tim and Eric is the definition of alt comedy, right? And they're probably very progressive. Not probably, they are. But it just really sucks that their take on Alex Jones and how they're okay with that fucking complete and utter sham of a trial, which was so obviously bullshit, to the point that people think Alex Jones is involved with it. And he's not.
Interesting.
You know, like it was such a sham trial. Like activist judges are the biggest threat to our democracy right now.
It wasn't even it was his own representative that screwed him.
I don't understand how a lawyer's allowed to do that and the trial goes on. You send all the evidence to the prosecutor or the what is it? The complainant, the plaintiff. Is that what they call that side in a civil trial? The plaintiff? What's it called?
The plaintiff. The plaintiff is the
plaintiff, right?
Making the complaint. Yeah.
Right. So
now I hear people saying Tom Green was the pioneer of that. Tom Green is a different thing because in Tom Green, the people being, and I adore Tom Green. Like we had him on Punch Drunk.
Don't you dare say anything bad about Tom Green. I'll reach through this thing and fight you.
Love Tom Green, but
I will
that's
fight
a different thing because the people who are on the other end of it aren't complicit in it. But like with Eric Andre and a lot of these new things, the people obviously have to know that they're being screwed with.
What they're walking
And a lot of
into.
times- yeah, and a lot of times it's clear that they were somehow prompted or told how to react and what to say, and that's the part of that I find kind of it hits false to me. We didn't play this. This is what Tim Heidecker, when he did go on
Now, did
InfoWars,
Tim
started with.
Heidecker take over the Onion?
I
Does he own the
don't
Onion?
think
Because I know
let me
NBC bought it out just so they wouldn't make fun of Clinton, but like the Onion
It's-
used to do great work, and now it's just hot dog shit.
The Onion is owned by Global Tetrahedron, a Chicago-based firm
That doesn't
created by
sound
former.
evil at all.
No,
That doesn't
doesn't,
sound
but-
evil at all. Tetrahedron?
Yeah, it says it's created by that company is created by Twilio CEO Jeff Lawson and former NBC News reporter Ben Collins. So yeah, I don't unless it's happened since then. Let me see. What is Tim Heidecker's relationship with the Onion? So he went on InfoWars Air because they lost essentially the rights to go on their own air on their own website to the Onion after that trial and bankruptcy and all that stuff. This is what he went on live with the first time they streamed.
Once more, I did this earlier this morning,
Heidecker, by the way, not Alex Jones, if you're listening.
but I'm going to sip from the blood of the Forsaken. This is real human blood. You can find this at the InfoWars store. This is human blood curated from the Forsaken and the sinners. All right, this is pure premium blood, tested, FDA unapproved. And this is just human blood. As part of my satanic ritual, I am a servant to Satan, and thank God I was able to get him and the Lord to sit down and come to their senses and get things back to before Satan was cast into hell. So I'm part of that. I'm part of the peace movement.
What is he talking about, dude?
It's thick. It tastes like blood. Mm. And this is Satan giving me the powers to continue to fight. And we will continue to fight. And I cheers to you. If you have access to the blood of the Forsaken and of all the children, this is not blood. These are adult. This is adult blood, by the way. Ain't no question. I made sure of that because I don't want to get in trouble. But this is the blood of the Forsaken. It's hot. And it tastes good. It's giving me the power. It's like Sun Tzu said, the victor in battle seeks battle only after the victory has been won. And we will win. We will conquer. InfoWars forever. You are the Info Warrior. Follow us. InfoWars is a movement, and you're on it now. You're on our ship. Come on board.
So that was that. What do you think? I can see you're eating. You're muted still, Sam.
What didn't they go with? What that was what they chose. What didn't they go with? If that was the best they got.
Yeah. It's just like, all right, man. Do the most obvious thing you can think of. Right?
It's like really sad that he's making fun of something that's so obviously happening with the satanic shit. It's like,
yes, that's it.
It's happening. Like you're acting like it's not happening because you're progressive, Tim, and I think I love Tim and Eric. I always have. But you're acting like you're not in a reality where everyone knows that at the highest levels they all worship dark shit. So
and when that demon possessed man just murdered a girl in Nevada, like a guy was clearly possessed by, he said he was possessed by demons. It's like, come on, dude. I'm not a fan of making fun of that kind of stuff. I don't know.
The only thing I hate about that guy getting the death penalty is that he's going to live for a long time. If you really want to punish that guy, you should put him in general. He should go into general population and let those guys exact the real justice that little girl deserves. Now he's going to sit in a cage, go 30 years before it happens. You know, just let him get taken care of, dude.
I'm with you. And Steven Tyler now, by the way, is somebody finally sued him for that 16-year-old girl in the 70s or whatever. He's getting sued. I mean, a long time later, but it's funny how these people
he took
only
a girl
seem-
on tour because fucking her parents said he could, like idiots.
It's okay. It's this is from the LA Times. Steven Tyler is headed to trial after child SA claims. This was filed like a little while ago, but now it's finally heading to trial. It's a lawsuit. One of the claims was thrown out, according to People here, which is boy, give me a full screen ad. But it's not a good look for Steven Tyler, and it seems like they only ever get these guys after they have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? The majority of an essay.
No, it's when your brand is done, when you're no longer making them money, and they got to act like they're doing something. That's when they take you off. There's certain people out there in the comedy world. I think that's going to happen too. Once they're no longer producing, it's going to happen.
Now
and then
they
I'll be like, I
did-
told you.
Now they did throw out some of the elements of the complaint, which Steven Tyler was calling it, or his people were calling a huge victory. Per the filing, the intentional infliction of emotional distress claim remains in the lawsuit, which alleged another full screen pop up, which alleged SA, battery, and the intentional infliction of emotional distress. It centers around an allegation that the girl and Tyler had in a hotel. Sorry, folks, if you're listening on a non-censored platform other than like non-YouTube, and a public hot tub when she was 16 in California in 74. The filing claims that they were engaged to be married, expecting a child, and still living together in Massachusetts in 75, a year later, when he was just a full-grown man at that point. That's just like Russell Brand. It's just creepy. So yeah, Steven Tyler. I guess we're not going to get that Aerosmith reunion tour, not with this on his rap sheet.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's just absolutely crazy, dude. It's absolutely crazy. And I mean, like, dude, these guys will go to their parents, be like, "Hey, I'd like to take your daughter on tour. Is that cool?" And these parents are like, "Oh, hell yeah. Go see the world, darling."
It's from this old mentality of where daughters were kind of like a burden until you could get them off of your balance sheet. You know what I mean? And like any opportunity to get a daughter off of your balance sheet was a win for parents. That's why you had to pay like a dowry and stuff, you know? And I think
that's the funniest thing about women now. They're like, we're the prize. You're like, dude, up until about a decade ago, parents would have to pay to get you off the fucking payroll. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Did you see this, dude? They thought, okay, so this guy was trying to ford a river, kind of like Oregon Trail. He's trying to drive across a river that was flooded, and his car got swept down into the river. This was in somewhere South Africa. 59-year-old guy, and he disappeared. And then they got a hunch that these alligators ate him because they kind of hang out down there. And they found one that especially rotund, this alligator, and lifted him out of the This is them pulling that alligator out of the wilderness there.
Oh my God.
Helicopter. They opened this alligator, dude. Not only is this dude inside of it, but they find 6 other pairs of shoes.
What? They found a serial killer alligator?
You just got a taste. It's like those man-eating tigers, dude. You got a taste for human flesh.
Yeah.
And that's all he wants.
Like,
He just
wrap
waits.
it up. By the way, dude, Johnny, would you ever drive through a flooded river when you know there's alligators anywhere near there?
Absolutely not. Of course
Never,
not. That's like the
dude. I'd be like, nah, I'll wait till the flood's over.
Yeah. Anybody who played Oregon Trail knows you hire somebody to ford the river. That's what you do. You can't try to do it yourself because the whole party will end up dead. That's how that works. What else is going on? The JP Morgan guy, we talked about it. Did you see a plane was landing and just clipped a truck? This is the craziest thing, bro.
I cannot believe. I cannot believe that, dude, they would even let trucks drive by there at that time.
I mean, he's just on an overpass. So this guy is a Baltimore bakery truck driver. And the plane is a 767-400. He's let's see, senior vice president of the transportation and logistics at H&S Bakery, Chuck Paterakis, says the driver was headed to Baltimore from Baltimore to New Jersey when he was hit. He suffered only minor injuries, thank God. Check this out. This footage is dramatic. This guy's just loving. Look, got a big smile on his face, singing. It looks like having a great time. You can hear it. Look.
Oh my God! It crashed his thing. Oh my God!
My goodness. And the plane just lands normally, dude.
I don't even know.
But you
what
can
that
only see it
sounded.
like the aftermath.
Johnny, it sounds awful. Oh my God!
Oh my goodness. That thing hit that. Look, you see all that wind?
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness. They listen to Hotel California. That's great. Oh my goodness.
Johnny, look at
That
this.
was-
I know you think I'm fucking crazy. I know you do, but look at
I
this,
do, I
Johnny.
do.
After she got
I
her
do.
ass handed to her in a fucking thing, look what Polymarket's saying. Polymarket looks like Karen Bass is taking fucking the lead again. It's like it's a lie, dude. It's a fucking lie. They're just using
over
all
whom?
that.
Oh, wait, where did it go? It's gone now. It's just seeing your mentions. Wait, who do they have in second?
There it is. I don't know.
Did they have Ramen or Pratt in second? Because I bet you they put Ramen in second. Can you
Ramen in
expand it?
second. Ramen
Yeah, of
in
course,
second.
of course. That's exactly why she entered the race, to try to keep him out of. Well, that people are so stupid, man. People
They're
are
so dumb, dude.
bro.
They're so, dude. I know, Johnny, you think that this is all that all people would bet the other way, dude. Not if you flood it with money, dude. And that's what all of this fucking tax fraud goes into. Astroturfing that people believe this shit. It's unbelievable.
So what? People stay
dude.
home and don't vote for him or something? Is that what you're thinking?
No, what they're trying to do is they're trying to give you the illusion that she could win. So when they rig it for her, you're not shocked when she wins.
Okay, I like that. By the way, the KTLA poll that I saw, he was by far the winner of the debate.
Dude, he won 80%. 80% of people thought he won. Like,
and that's KTLA.
5% thought the Indian won. And then 13% thought Karen Bass won. The chick on the end should not even be close to that. She shouldn't be on there, dude.
No,
she is
not at
a
all.
Marxist, Democrat, socialist garbage person.
And dude, if you want to go, all the dumb people on Twitter that are still there, you think that's like a lot. It's not. Go to Threads. The biggest idiots all went to Threads. I went on there and got like 5 arguments about the mayor's race and just had to leave. I was like, oh my God.
Let's
really
also look at Kingy Benziz 79, 86. Any election outcomes Sam doesn't like is rigged. You're so fucking nuts, dude. You're just so nuts. Okay. You're just nuts. Okay. It's obvious.
I am partial to that idea that people in LA are stupid.
They're dumb, Johnny. When I'm like, Hillary Clinton stole the primary from Bernie Sanders, okay? Stole the primary. The reason
I'm 185 pounds, bro. I don't know what he says. I look like I'm about to blow away.
Yeah, I mean, the comment section is really out of pocket today. We're just out here spreading love like quality
There's no
Christian
video.
warriors, okay? And then this guy, these people are just saying unholy shit to us, okay? When Hillary Clinton was running against Bernie Sanders, she's putting 50 people in the lunchroom while Bernie Sanders was playing stadiums. And you think Hillary won. When Biden ran against Trump, everything he touched turned to shit. He was the 7th ranked Democrat in the primary, and everyone in front of him quit. They all dropped out to get him in. Okay. He never had huge crowds ever. Okay, it's not the like I like that JFK beat Nixon. They rigged that. They rigged that for him. That's why they offed him, because the mob rigged it for him. You dumbass. Dumbass.
Do you want to see something that's just remarkable? And I still can't believe it's real, but it is real. The Weather Channel tweeted this out, dude. It's called an iridescent cloud.
Oh, isn't that crazy?
It's real, dude.
It's gorgeous.
Let me mute that. All right. Look at
Can
that.
we not
man.
listen to the gay music added to the gay rainbow? Can we do that? Can we do that?
Gosh, isn't that something?
And like, here's the thing that Johnny thinks we live in a rock hurling through space. I just love that the rainbows, all this stuff just totally loop like a fucking firmament. I love it.
Well, isn't it curious how everything else we can see from this sphere is a sphere in space? Isn't that funny?
Okay, that's great.
I mean,
Yeah, they're
literally,
gods,
I have
dude.
a
They're
few-
gods. They're gods.
They're just little round balls floating out.
Thank you, rainbow.
Rotating
Rainbow
round
cloud, Jesus. Thank you, rainbow cloud, Jesus.
I like that one.
I do too,
anyway.
dude.
So dwarves now are getting in on the Scientology raid
Oh,
business.
yeah, I saw that, dude. So funny, dude.
We're big fans of anybody doing a Scientology raid, raiding. a
Yeah, I mean,
Scientology
why
store.
not?
If you want to do, if you want to do one for us, I would love that. If you want to do a Scientology raid on our behalf, we'd be very appreciative. of
Can we
that.
sponsor them? Today's raid is brought to you by Tinfoil Hat. Yes, Tinfoil Hat, the premium.
Scream it as you're going in. Yeah, as you're going in.
Tinfoil Hat's for the
scream-
people.
Yeah, scream. Sam Tripoli has super heavy legs as you're going into the.
Tinfoil Hat's for the
Scientology.
people.
Look at they hired a bunch of dwarves to go and put them in like military, like little plastic army helmets and stuff.
What do you do?
I can't play it because it's the Mortal Kombat music, but look at
Mortal
this.
Kombat.
Look, they got these ones
great.
went downstairs. Good for them. Look,
Yeah, but
they're
you're
just having a
supposed to
great
go
time.
upstairs. You're supposed to go upstairs, dude. You don't go
Well, they locked
downstairs.
us.
Z
They
knew
locked
was a
us.
fish head. You go
Rating
upstairs,
and
dude.
share
Go
with
up.
dwarves. What a great look! This guy's got a release the files sign. What
How
a
do we know
wonderful
they're
day.
all dwarfs? What if you know why? Because you can't say midgets.
I mean,
you
they
should
don't
say,
come
hey,
up here. What do you mean? How do you know they're all dwarves?
well, because he said there's dwarfs and there's midgets, dude. Not
Midgets
every
is not
midget is a
valid-
dwarf.
Not midget is not a valid scientific term. That is
Yes,
no
it is,
classification.
Johnny.
No, it's not.
It is.
We don't say that anymore, Sam. We should.
There's-
Goldie
and
Hawn.
not everybody is a dwarf, Johnny.
Actually, wait. Not every. That is true, but not midgets is not the term for the others. That
You know,
among
I
them.
want to
They're-
pay somebody to run in and just yell Leroy Jenkins as they run through the whole
That would be
thing.
good.
That'd be the best.
That would be
That'd
good.
be the
Yeah,
best.
that would be- Did you see when so the idiot who Gianni Infantino, who runs FIFA, the guy who's making us all pay thousands of dollars if we want to go see the World Cup?
Not all
he
of us.
tried- not all of us. He tried to make peace between. He just thought like, hey, I'm going to make peace between Israel and Palestine. Myself, sports are going to do that. This bald a-hole. Watch this clown. What he tries to do here and just how badly it fails. It's so funny.
Together, President Rajoub, Vice President Suleiman. Let's work together. Let's work together to give hope to the children. Please.
Just stop dropping
The
bombs
dead
on the
ones?
That'd be great
Get
for
the
them. Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
outta here, dude.
Yeah. How much hope do they have? The ones that are all just dead now.
We work together. You have my commitment. You have the support of
No,
the.
obviously, this is the Palestinian guy because he's got the thing that tells you he's Palestinian.
Yeah,
that-
he's like, suck it.
The Yasser Arafat scarf that they all wear.
Whole room. Shukran jazilan.
Look, he's trying to bring them together for a handshake. We are suffering. He's like, come on, man, shake his hand, dude. Come over here, bro.
No,
He gives him a case. Like,
fuck
no.
off. Good for you, dude. Good for you.
I agree.
Okay, thank you. Very
Okay, that
much
failed
to
horribly.
both representatives. These are, of course, as we know, very complex
Yeah, maybe you don't try to
matters.
solve them at the big FIFA circle jerk, bro. How about that?
Yeah, you
What an
sucky
idiot.
sucky. We hate you long time.
The most corrupt organization in sports, and that's saying a lot, is trying to solve the Mideast situation. So funny. Have
Yeah.
you seen? Okay, I love this story. There's a guy in Switzerland. There's a weird law in Switzerland that if land is unclaimed, you can go in there and paperwork it basically and become the owner of the land, like the lord of it. So this guy has claimed 110,000 square meters of land totally for free and declared himself the king of Switzerland.
I love
He's
that.
got like an army. It's great, dude. Check this guy out. He's got an army. He's hired like ex-army guys to be his official. He's got a whole outfit he wears around. He's got himself. He's been like officially, what is it called? He's like, what is it called? When they give him the crown, what is that? Somebody help me. I'm having a brain fart here. He's given himself a crowning ceremony. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, watch this.
What's it? Not inauguration. We'd say.
I'm just totally drawing a blank. Somebody will have it here in a second. Somebody who has not got long COVID or whatever is that. Coronation. Thank you.
There we go.
Thank
Coronation. I knew that. I just want to see how long it would take for
Ridcock.
you.
Thank you, Ridcock.
to get
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And how is he acquiring land for his empire? Who is the self-proclaimed king of Switzerland? And how is he acquiring land for his empire for free? Switzerland has never had a monarchy, but in 2019, at 24 years old, Jonas Lauvner crowned himself king. Many dismissed the ceremony as a joke, and he was depicted as a harmless eccentric. However, he's starting to rile the authorities over his conquest of land in the Confederation. Switzerland has a legal loophole. Under Swiss law, when land is registered as ownerless, anyone can acquire it for free by writing to the local council to state their claim. Lauvner started searching land registries and slowly building what he calls his empire. Today, he has acquired 148 scattered plots across Switzerland, about 117,000 square meters, all for free. Not massive, but strategically placed. That includes 83 sections of road, which gives him real influence over access in certain areas. He's even started charging maintenance fees for use of some of these roads. Lauvner has described it as a digital bloodless campaign. He also has his special forces of the Lauvner Empire. Authorities are now moving to close the loophole, calling his expansion an excessive thirst for power. Lauvner insisted he was not trying to bring instability to Switzerland, only to show that everybody is a king in their own territory.
How great is that, dude? So this guy's just taking over Switzerland slowly.
I love it. I love it.
I love that somebody found a legal loophole from a million years ago.
I love
they're
it.
probably.
Johnny, let's read the super chats because I gotta get going.
Kanye was at the store. Did you hear anybody who saw him or any? Do you have any behind the scenes?
He said he was in the Thero's room, which is the private bar, and he's like, "Can I DJ? Yeah. What's the Wi-Fi?" And he DJ'd
in the
he's
back
very
bar.
Quiet. Yeah, in the back bar.
That's cool, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna tell him if this motherfucker ever shows up again, you call me, you motherfuckers.
I won't play the video since you're in a hurry, but Marjorie Taylor Greene was speaking somewhere, and she said that Trump sent her a text that if her son gets killed, she deserves it because she's a traitor.
He can go fuck himself.
I mean,
Can
that's
we just
so
get
bad.
to the super chats? I really gotta go.
Yeah. That's why I didn't play the video. Yeah,
Thank you, Johnny.
I just read it. Kelly Fever XO says, "Do you have a PO box that I can send some gifts?" That PO box address, when I hit end stream, the outro will play. It will be in the outro. I don't have it memorized, but just if you can just wait just another minute or two, it'll be in the outro and you can send it there. Sam checks it once every financial quarter. Vampires Suck says, just too late. Wig is chillin'. Just too late. Wig is late. Does late mean something?
Yeah.
Is that bad? Is that good? Oh, I guess we showed up late. Sam showed up late. That's what he means.
Yeah, I showed up late because
he's on black time. Yeah, we know.
I am black.
Sam, the high priest in Tripoli, we trust. Sam could be the king of Switzerland. That would be cool.
I could.
Turn the volume. You see, it's funny, Tim, because I turned the volume down after we got complaints. The volume was too loud. So it's
you guys.
what happened.
You
Here's the
guys are
issue.
schizophrenic.
StreamYard adjusts the volume automatically. So no matter what it is on mine, they're doing their own thing about kind of what its level relative to our voices. So it doesn't. I try to stick it in the middle, but sorry about that. Vampires suck. Johnny Baseball has a moose hammer.
I love it, dude.
Is that a wang?
I love it. Yeah. That means you got a
Vampire suck.
big
Also,
one.
boy, very, very generous today. Bust out the cannon, Sam. PS free bump farto. We all agree with that. He wants to see your. That's a crazy looking chair behind you, huh? What is that design on that chair?
It's my cuck chair.
Who sits there?
Whoever wants to. Sometimes my daughters.
Oh, okay. It's like when you're working or something. That's cool.
Yeah.
Breasticles is what vampires suck. A guy says women call their boobs. No, they don't. Smedley Butler says TFH dream guest for 26. Catherine Austin Fitz. We've been trying.
Yes.
Gerald Calente. I don't know who that is. Patrick Wood, and then G. Edward Griffin, Jekyll Island guy. Yeah, of course. Tim again. Erection, what's your function? That's the cartoon.
Erection. What's your function?
Shooting ropes on the government building steps, right? Well, I think you're confusing the bill thing with conjunction junction. What's your function? The story of
junction. What's your function?
GDNPB says degenerate POV would be a great show name. Degenerate POV. You do have a degenerate POV, Sam, so that makes sense.
It's true.
Finally, a lady, Kim Tripoli Woodard,
Hot
2028.
chicks in the comment section.
I never want to run for president. That'd be terrible. I'd do something local, maybe. CJL Omega, gay Babylonian dinar. God bless America.
That's the Iraqi shit, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I got a shit ton of that.
You do?
Yeah, I bought a shit ton in case it blows up. They keep saying it might blow up.
The Iraqi coin?
Yeah, the Iraqi money.
Iraqi money. Where did you buy Iraqi currency?
You can buy it online.
That's funny. Tiny Lyn. Okay. Spencer for mayor. Agree. Adam Carolla for traffic czar. Adam Carolla, by the way, endorsed Spencer Pratt. Tripoli for comedy club czar. We don't need czars. We're small government people.
I'll be a
Dylan
czar.
Gay bar czars. And Johnny for small VIP concert czar. Okay.
Yeah, suddenly Johnny likes being czars. You automatically get tickets to every big little show.
No, small VIP. I want if I can be the VIP of all shows, then I'm considering being a czar.
Johnny will be a czar for free tickets.
Kim says I sing again today. You just can't say sing something. I mean, I did sing some earlier. I sang Jesus or whatever. That's if you have an idea, tell me, but I don't know what to sing. Vampire again. Did Francis Bacon get Johnny cloned?
Yes. Confirmed.
Okay.
Johnny's
if you're gonna clone me, at least make me like 23 again. You know what I mean?
No, I made you smaller.
Give me back a few years. Papa Bong. That's a good name. Papa Bong.
Papa Bong.
Love you guys.
613.
Love you guys.
Love you too, Papa Bong.
Carry me through work. Well, that's the kindest thing I've ever heard. Thank you.
That's what we're doing. You can do it. So, do we need a Suzuki Jesus t-shirt?
Papa Bong says, yeah, we need Suzuki Jesus needs to stay.
Papa Bong.
What a great moment in in Broken Sim history. Suzuki Jesus. Papa Bong again
Suzuki
says,
Jesus.
I think this is my favorite one of y'all's podcasts. Sam gets to let loose and Johnny gets sassy. My buddy Jeremy introduced me to Sam, and I'm glad. Shout out Jeremy. Then
thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Papa Bong. Papa Bong. Papa Bong. Papa Bong. Papa Bong.
Tim again says, sometimes I'm worn out with the news cycle and I can't take any more of it, but this show is so wonderful. How can I learn what's going on out there through laughter and fun? That's the whole idea here. You can get what you need without all the misery, and the sad delivery of the local news. Thank you for your hard work, bros. God bless
Papa
you, sir.
Bong.
Tim.
Papa
Kim
Bong.
again
Papa
says,
Bong,
Johnny, I
Papa
gotta go.
Bong, Papa
Love the show.
Bong,
Pay
Papa
pigs for
Bong.
life. Amen. Amen, sister.
Pay pigs
And
for
then,
life.
Then again from Vampire Suck. Go ahead and get you a talk boy tonight. What does that mean?
I don't even know what that means, dude.
Tall boy, maybe? Tall boy. We're
Yeah.
not drinking on. We don't drink on this show.
Yeah, I don't drink,
But
dude.
you go right ahead. Neither of us do. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's it for the.
Bong.
Well, you got a word for these people. I saw it in the Twitter, by the way, the other day. We got some people tweeting the words. So, if you don't know, Sam's going to say a phrase or a word now. And you tweet that at him to prove that you listen to the end. And you get nothing
Suzuki
for it.
Jesus. Suzuki Jesus.
Okay, Suzuki Jesus it is. And then the
Suzuki
person asking about the
Jesus.
PO box. The PO box is coming along with Young Christian Warriors, right?
Yeah.
Young